Hey guys, SnakeEye66613 here. It's been a good week for us down at our new partnership Snake Studios. We've had a graphic artist come in and redo our work completely. Guy is brilliant. New artwork's going to be looking great. We're going to have that up and running by the end of the week. Comes from a company called Ice Green Graphics. Give those guys a look. I will be putting a link below in the video. They are perfect. Just if you ever want any brilliant art done, contact them. They can do probably an unlimited amount of things. The guys are brilliant. I'm not really good with all the technical mumbo jumbo, but I mean, guy called me up over the phone, had a quick conversation, and within seconds we had this perfect picture done. Personal friend of mine, always recommend them. And well, we've got the channel like a professional now. They'll be doing 2 videos. It's been changeover day, so I'm going to be changing over my snake varium, and I'm going to be showing you guys something which a lot of people ask me about. Some places, if you have any geckos or things, don't do mealworms in the classic little pots. They do them in bags like this, and they ask you to buy them by weight. Now, I have people asking me, like, what am I going to do? They've come in a bag. I don't know how to do it with a bag. Well, all we need is a saved over box with a lid. You need, depending on the animal you have, some calcium dust. It's basically just calcium carbonate, which is chalk. This is from ProWrap. It's a good little thing. It's worth having because it's got the sprinkler in the lid. Not really much to say about that. It just raises the calcium intake of your reptile, or indeed any animal, which keeps them quite healthy. You got this, which is ProWrap's bug gel. It's a crude oil derived polymer which holds water, so that when the animal drinks it, it's in kind of like bowls. I'll show you what you mean. It's like it's sort of, it's a gel really. It's what it says. It's bug gel, and things like you can say that. Things like that hold a certain amount of water. They can take on, like, I think it's 12 times more amount of water than they can hold, and things like bugs, which is brilliant for it. Some spiders don't do well on it. Drink this quite cheap, long-lasting gel, so you don't have to keep on replacing the water. It's a brilliant little thing. As I said, I got a bit technical with it. Another thing from ProWrap, I get these quite cheaply because my supplier, another excellent supplier, does them in bags, which is 99p for that, and that will last for ages. This is the bug grub from ProWrap. It's just a mixture of fibres and crushed up vegetables, I think. Right, what you do for the whole process is you get one of these. It's pretty much it. Basic, everyday, like tub for keeping in locusts or mealworms. And you're going to take your bug grub, and you're going to sprinkle lightly, so you have left over for that, the food for them on the floor. This will ensure that the guys live a little bit longer than usual, and it will save you a little bit of money as well. And it's easy to keep. You don't really have to do anything with that itself. Then get your bug gel or similar water substitute, and just really lightly put a few drabs in. Then for the bit that most of the people don't usually like, almost drop the bag then, is actually putting the mealworms in. Sorry about that, I should have opened it before I did the cam. Now, the reason people don't like that is because they're faced with this bag of what some people find to be horrible creepy crawlies. I'll show you a few of them in my hand. Now, this is why people don't like it. They're hot. They're quite nasty little creepy crawly style bugs. People don't like, and you got to pretty much shove them in by hand, and you usually get your hands covered with the ones that want to grip, and you get covered in their old food and old skin, which by itself isn't very nice. I don't like mixing in the old food with the new food because that can change their diet, but you always get this lump of them, and you want to get them all in there so you don't lose your money, and then afterwards always pick it up to make sure that there are none on the floor. Luckily with this one there isn't. You got them, shake it around until it's all even, until you get a sight like that. I'll show you a bit more like that, so they're all up in a sort of nice lump. Then take your calci dust, open the dusting point like that, and then finally dust over the top of them. Again, you'll have to read up how much to use depending on the animal you're feeding it for. This is for my New Caledonian Crested Gecko. I know that sometimes my Freya, my Chilean flame spectres, then shake it around, you'll get a kind of whitish, ghostish look on the mealworms. Then just stick the lid on, and there you have it, your very own prepared mealworms. Just like you get in a shop, just with calcium and a bit longer lasting food. Now these guys will last quite a while. Calcium should boost up the intake for your reptiles, and you just take these out by tweezers and put them into, hand feed them or put them into the bowl depending on how you feed your reptile. This again is quite easy, there are no troubles with that. As you see, they come from a bag where there is one more actually in there that I'll put in there in a second. I'll make sure it doesn't get out and turn into one of those beetles that I do. Just make sure that, and then keep them in a nice environment, which is probably quite slightly warmish, slightly coolish. Next thing is these. These are the best kind of pots you can get for Locust. These are for Freya. If you haven't seen a Locust before, I'll grab one of the little dudes now. These guys. Okay, that one is the one that got away. I'll grab him in a second. Maybe that was a misjudgment of myself. I'll have to grab him quite quickly because they're illegal to release into this country. Right, there they are. These guys are little cricket-like animals. Can you see that? Yeah. These guys are quite a cool little organism. Some of them, they've got quite sharp claws and they will scratch you. But I mean, they're quite submissive animals. As you can see, if you hold him right, he'll just sit there like that. And he is completely and perfectly alive. If I put my finger there, you'll see him grip. And then you'll see him try and grip. And when you let go, he'll freeze again. It's quite a natural defense mechanism they have. Now, for these guys, I would not advise getting these guys out of their pot in one, because it always goes wrong and you end up with locusts everywhere. Happened to me once, not very good. They didn't breed, luckily, because my temperature in my room's too hot. That guy's just sitting there, so I'll pick him up in a second. Just add a little bit of food and a little bit of water every now and then, and they should live longer. As I said, later on, I'll be doing a snake changing over video. I'll be doing that by camera so you guys can see everything. Last thing I want to say, guys, is there's a link on our channel main page to our Snake Studios. It's our Facebook online group. If you want to like that page, you'll get our videos posted straight onto your Facebook page, so you don't have to come onto YouTube and look at your subscriptions. Then, from Facebook, we can answer any of your questions, take any of your requests. Our site is growing. We've also got a Twitter page. There's a link to that on our front page too, if you want to follow us on Twitter. Of course, hit me up on Twitter. I'm a very big social networking guy. As I said, we've got our channel art growing. Our channel art's going to look brilliant. As soon as you guys see it, you're going to agree. It's really nice. We've got a Western Diamondback rattlesnake skin blacked out with our new logo. You might have noticed our new watermark, which is there, if I'm right. It's probably right by the side of my head. It's a brilliant new watermark. As I say, definitely give those guys a look up. I will be putting a URL to them in the bottom. I just want to say a personal thank you to those guys. You really helped us out. Absolutely brilliant. As soon as you guys see the channel art, as I say, if you ever need anything for your own channels, give them guys a look up, give them a phone call. They can provide anything you want. It's absolutely brilliant. That's probably been it for this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for anything you need. Please follow us on Facebook and maybe follow us on Twitter. It's been SnakeArtist66613 from Snake Studios. Thanks, and thanks for watching.